Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Retired, don't give up. I'm in Canada, to be more precise, Fitzroy Harbour, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I've been here 5 weeks. As you know, after my 6-month time in Thailand, I came home and I'm in the process of selling everything off. My original plan was to live 6 months here and 6 months in Thailand. So before that I sold my Camry, and I moved out of my apartment, and I made arrangements to stay at a friend's place when I came back, and I purchased this trailer. And I also purchased this tiny little truck. And of course, you already know I own a Harley. But as we all know in life, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans, because things never always work out the way you plan, and things change. And of course, my first 6 months in Thailand, basically changed my life. And I made the decision that I don't want to spend 6 months here in Canada. I want to spend my entire time in Thailand. So, the last 5 weeks I've set up a plan to sell the trailer, which I have achieved this week. The new owner is coming on actually tomorrow, and he'll be taking it away, and I'm very, very happy for that. So that's the first thing. Of course, the next thing is to get rid of this, which is proving to be a little more difficult here in Canada. Even though it's June, and it's the perfect time to be selling something like this, but unfortunately, with Canada's economy right now, with the interest rates have gone to not record high, but they've gone to an incredible height. People with mortgages and so forth are finding it very difficult when their mortgage comes due, and their interest rates jump from 2.25% to 4 or 5.25%. Yeah, that's a pretty scary thought. Glad I'm not doing that. But if you want to buy tools or toys, and you wish to, need to borrow money, well, that's even worse, because the interest rates are upwards of 10%. Now, the Bank of Canada just last week dropped 0.25%, but I don't see much difference there. I've had the bike up for sale on several platforms, and I've had all kinds of views. Absolutely no one kicking the tires. I've dropped the price considerably. It was at $20,500. Now it's down to $17,500. I'll probably have to drop it again, to remove the ownership of the bike to someone else, and I can rest easier. The truck is going to be a little easier. It's not a very expensive truck, but it's a very well looked after truck, and I should be able to find a buyer for that, because I'm going to load it up with my personal tools in the back and say, first new handyman truck with all the tools and everything you need. So hopefully that will go fairly quickly. But for today we're going to go on a ride to celebrate selling the trailer, or more or less just go for a ride, which is what we normally do here in Canada. And so I'm going to show you the delta of the Ottawa Valley. We're going to go along 2 rivers. We're going to go along the Ottawa River, to a place called Hawkesbury. We're going to cut across to a town called Lancaster, which is on the St. Lawrence. I'm going to introduce you to their delicacy called perch rolls. And then we're going to carry on down Highway 2 along the St. Lawrence, which is absolutely stunning, beautiful scenery. It won't be a fast trip because there's lots of traffic, and we'll find ourselves in a town called Cardinal, and it'll be on the St. Lawrence, and it'll be a place where the Legion is, Well, there's a deck right on the St. Lawrence, and we're going to have a beer, and I'm going to have a cigar with my friends, and salute my time with them, and yeah. So it should be a full, excited day, probably close to 300 kilometers. Hopefully the weather, stays good, and well, join me on my ride. Overcast. Should be sunnier this afternoon. And a temperature of 24 degrees. So we're in Stittsville. It's it was a village when I knew it. 20 some odd years later, it's now pretty much a bustling town. And our first stop is, of course, breakfast. And so we're at the Main Street Cafe. Switch this around, take a look. There we go. Been coming here for, I don't know how long, 20 years. They're open for breakfast and at lunch, and great little mom and pop restaurant. Used to be one size, now it's both sides. So very popular. Speaking of popular, here's John. He's the owner.
Hey guys.
So, like I say, we've been coming here for 20 years. And if you're anywhere near Stittsville and you've got a hankering for breakfast, bring yourself into this Main Street Cafe. John will make you up a mess of bacon and eggs, the Canadian, with pea meal bacon, coffee, homemade fries, and best of all, homemade beans. While you're at it, pick yourself up a new hat. Main Street Cafe. So, first leg of the trip, we're off to the next very soon. So we're in the little town of Lancaster that's just up from the shores of St. Lawrence. We got Harleys everywhere. So we're about to go into the Bordeaux restaurant, and we're going to get to enjoy Lancaster's delicacy of perch rolls. Again, not a little mom and pop's restaurant, but like I say, well known for their perch rolls, and we're about to have a couple. So this is a perch roll, fresh caught from the St. Lawrence. Grilled perch on a hot dog bun. So we're at our destination. Like I said this morning, we're in Cardinal. That's on the St. Lawrence River. And we're at the Legion, Branch 105 Cardinal. I've been coming here for several years to enjoy a beer on the river, St. Lawrence River. And we're allowed to have a cigar on the patio. And it's been a very, very enjoyable motorcycle trip, and down with friends, and most scenic. I'm going to take a quick walk through and show you the Legion. For those who've never been in Legion, now it's used to be military or retired military. Now they've opened their doors to everyone. There's a campsite, and so lots of memorabilia. Yeah, you're going to see stuff like this in every Legion. No. So again, this is the Royal Canadian Legion, branch number 105. These two have been coming here for years, playing music, keeping everybody entertained. Everybody's enjoying themselves, having a beer. Okay. I can't believe how much. I hope you enjoyed our little motorcycle trip through the delta of the Ottawa Valley, which is in Canada. Next time, we'll be back in Thailand, where we'll be going through the process of renting a motorcycle. Until then, bye for now. And remember, don't give up.